Master Jedi. Name's Whisper. My boss needs to speak with you. The fate of the Republic is at stake. Give me a second to set up a secure connection. Okay, boss. You're good to go.
This is Chief Ranos of Republic SIS. I've been looking over your files. Obviously, I'm impressed. The Republic couldn't have survived without the Rift Alliance. That was nice work. Exactly the kind of thing I'm looking for on this job.
Didn't need to send an agent to track me down. It's not like I'm hard to find.
This is a delicate political matter. Discretion is required.
You heard of the Tion Hegemony? It's an independent sector located along key hyperspace shipping lanes. Wealthy, powerful, and stubborn.
We've been trying to form an alliance with them for years. So have the Imps. Neither side has made much progress. Our recent battles with the Empire have drained resources from both sides. The Tion Hegemony is more valuable than ever.
Seems like you should take care of that yourself.
Time to drop the bombshell, Chief.
We intercepted a series of classified transmissions. The Tion Hegemony's in trouble. Their worlds are being overrun by Rakghouls. Unchecked, the Rakghoul outbreak will be catastrophic. Billions will be infected. We're looking at the planet-wide annihilation of all civilized life.
The Imperials were experimenting with Rakghouls on Terrace. They must have decided to take their research off-world.
That's one possibility. But the Empire's fighting just to stay alive. Why would they mess with the Tion Hegemony now?
This is a delicate situation. We still don't have all the details, and the Tion royal family isn't talking. We need to meet face-to-face to figure out our next step. Whisper will give you the location of my ship. Ranos out.
Here's the boss's coordinates. He'll be waiting for you. And if this is as bad as it seems, you better hurry.
Good, you're here. We've gathered more intel on the Rakghoul outbreak. Things are getting worse. The Tion noble family has quarantined all worlds in the sector. No ships can land or leave without permission. It's an extreme measure that's not too popular, especially with the people on the infected worlds. They think they've been abandoned.
The ruling families are turning their backs on their own people.
They're scared, desperate. Things have spiraled way beyond their control. 4 worlds have already been wiped out. A 5th, Kaon, is down to a handful of survivors battling for their lives. The Republic offered aid. It took a while, but the ruling families finally granted us permission to land on Kaon to help quell the outbreak.
Anyone could be infected. So when they say quell the outbreak, they mean kill everything that moves, right?
No, they're actually hoping we can end this with minimal civilian casualties. Several of the survivors are related to the Tion ruling family. That's probably the only reason they let us get involved. If we contain this outbreak, it will go a long way to establishing an alliance between the Republic and the Tion Hegemony.
Is there anything more you can tell me?
I wish we knew more, but we don't even know how this started. Clearly someone wants to destabilize the sector. Probably a bid by a rival family to seize power. We need to find out, before the plague spreads to the Republic core worlds.
Seems like the best way to keep the virus from spreading is to wipe Kaon from orbit.
That won't tell us how the outbreak started, and it won't win us any points with the royal family. There's a shuttle to take you down to the surface. Major Bizal, head of Kaon security, will contact you when you land. Help the survivors if you can, but your first priority is to find out how the virus is being spread.
shuttle's down. Pilot must have panicked during the escape. My squad's heading to the crash site to look for survivors. Meet us there.
Spread out. Check for survivors.
Major, we got a live one. Hey, you alright?
You must be the Republic reinforcements. Too little, too late, if you ask me.
If it wasn't for us, rat ghouls would be snacking on your intestines right now.
You only postpone the inevitable. Nobody's getting off this world alive. The nobles pretty much proved that. Stole a shuttle, tried to break the quarantine, and look where it got them. Never should have come to investigate the crash site. Should have known any survivors would already be infected.
The crash was obviously caused by a rat ghoul on board the shuttle. You should have been expecting an attack.
Thought we could handle it, but these things are getting stronger. The plague's spiraling out of control. The virus isn't just infecting sentients anymore. It's spreading through the local wildlife. My patrols have no idea how to handle it.
Your brilliant plan of getting your team slaughtered didn't seem to work too well.
You want to take over? Be my guest. But I'm not leaving my troops out here to die. All patrols fall back to the spaceport. Stay on this frequency and keep in touch. The spaceport's where the outbreak began. Maybe we can learn... My chest is on fire.
What's wrong, Major?
Don't let it end like this. Please, help me.
Better to end your misery now.
Just make it quick.
About time the cavalry showed up. Been hiding out here in the spaceport for days. Name's Malara. You're probably gonna check the records and see it was my ship that brought the rat ghouls here, but it wasn't my fault. I had no idea those things were in my cargo hold. I'm as much a victim as anyone.
I won't judge you without giving you a chance to explain.
You heard of Dr. Lorik? He's a member of the 37 families from Deservo. Bitter rivals of the Tion ruling family. Lorik instructed me to fly to Kaon. Rat ghouls burst out of my cargo hold the second I touched down. Blood and bodies everywhere.
Kaon isn't the only planet to be overrun by this plague. Did you land anywhere else first?
I wasn't the only pilot he hired. He sent a bunch of us out. Probably figured none of us would make it back. The last thing Lorik wanted was for me to survive, because I can tell you where to find him.
You're going to help me stop him, to make amends for your role in this tragedy.
What? No. This is about revenge. Lorik double-crossed me. The shuttle departed from a remote island on Ord Mantell. Lorik has a secret base there. That's all I know. Look, I came clean, told you what I know in good faith. So, you gonna get me out of here now, or what?
You knew Lorik was dangerous when you agreed to work for him. Now millions are dead. Their blood is on your hands.
But I didn't. I was just... No.
Yes!
Nice job down there on Kaon. I sent a full report on what you learned to the Tion royal family. Now that we know how the plague is spread, they've been able to contain further outbreaks. Lucky you ran into that pilot on Kaon. What she told you helped us put together a file on Dr. Lorik.
The pilot's dead. Dr. Lorik couldn't have done this without help. She had to pay for her part.
I guess it was your call to make. Anyway, we need to focus on Lorik now. Dr. Lorik is brilliant, arrogant, ambitious, and completely amoral. He fled the Tion Hegemony decades ago after being declared a traitor. Been hiding out on Ord Mantell ever since.
So all this time he's been waiting to strike back at the Tion royal family.
His ambitions go way beyond claiming the Tion Hegemony. Kaon and the other infected worlds were just a test. Lorik created a new strain of the Ragul virus, one that infects any living organism.
We had no idea he was working on this. The attack on Kaon tipped us off to his plans.
He didn't think we'd find out. He wasn't counting on you, and he never imagined that pilot would survive the initial attack. We were able to suppress reports of what happened on Kaon. Lorik doesn't know we're onto him. If we strike at his base now, we'll catch him off guard, put an end to his experiments before he unleashes another outbreak on the galaxy.
The Force will be with me.
The shuttle will take you to Lorik's island base on Ord Mantell. Do whatever it takes to stop him and his experiments. Officially, the only occupants are him and a few lab assistants. Unofficially, expect a host of mutated guardians around every corner.
Ubude wa'alu ful kuleg ukunet ugustama akukuzaudu. Just prumumu uma ormulu mentu grasutuk guara.
You really must be the Republic's finest. I didn't think anyone had the strength to stand up to my children.
Your children are nothing but savage, mindless beasts.
Your prejudices are blinding you to the glory of what I have created. My assistants felt the same way. Their loyalty is no longer in question, however. Not since they were exposed to the virus.
I've already taken out about 100 of your children. What's a few more?
The Ragguls you faced as you ravaged my lab were nothing compared to these. I found a way to evolve the virus. Each new strain makes the host more powerful than the last. I can make you understand if you let me. Join my army. Be transformed into something greater than you are.
You're not thinking clearly. Surrender, and I'll see you get proper medical help.
I have no need of your medical droids. Not anymore. I finally developed the perfect strain of the Rakghoul virus. All the benefits, none of the drawbacks. The subject is transformed physically, but the mental faculties remain untouched. I injected myself just before you entered. It should be taking effect right about now. Witness the future of the galaxy! Behold the pinnacle of evolution before you die!
Just read the reports from Ord Mantell. We knew Lorik was dangerous. Didn't realize he was a complete whack job. It's too bad he took his assistants down with him. Seems like they were actually working on a cure.
It would have been handy to have a bioweapon like that in our arsenal.
The Republic would never use something that horrific, not even on the Empire. And what would the Tion Hegemony think if they found out we seized control of the weapon that wiped out 5 of their worlds? Securing an alliance with them was an important strategic victory. Now the Empire can't use their support to rebuild.
Our enemy is weaker than they've ever been. Now's our chance to finish them off.
I wouldn't underestimate them. We've got the upper hand, but they always seem to find a way to claw their way back. If we're lucky, we'll get a few generations of peace before we have to deal with them again. You probably get tired of hearing this, but I'll say it again anyway. The Republic owes you. Thanks.